Salutations, my name is Summer and this is Cozy Reading with Quaker Cats. And I thought it would be fun for everyone who loves poetry to maybe share some of their favorite poets, favorite poems. So that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm sharing one of my favorite poems. So it's very long if you're not interested in poetry. And it's very long, so I understand if you won't be interested in this. But those of you who love poetry might enjoy this. So, okay, so the poem is titled Marriage, and it's by Gregory Corso. Should I get married? Should I be good? Astound the girl next door with my velvet suit and fastest hood. Don't take her to movies, but to cemeteries. Tell all about werewolf bathtubs and forked clarinets. Then desire her and kiss her and all the preliminaries. And she going just so far, and I understanding why. Not getting angry, saying, you must feel, it's beautiful to feel. Instead, take her in my arms, lean against an old crooked tombstone and woo her the entire night, the constellations of the sky. When she introduces me to her parents, back straightened, hair finely combed, strangled by a tie, should I sit with my knees together on their third-degree sofa and not ask, where's the bathroom? How else to feel other than I am? Often thinking Flash Gordon's soap. Oh, how terrible it must be for a young man seated before a family and the family thinking, we've never saw him before. He wants our Mary Lou. After tea and homemade cookies, they ask, what do you do for a living? Should I tell them? Would they like me then? Say, all right, get married. We're losing a daughter, but we're gaining a son. And should I ask? And should I then ask, where's the bathroom? Oh God, and the wedding, all her family and friends, and only a handful of mine, all scroungy and bearded, just wait to get at the drinks and food. And the priest, he looking at me as if I masturbated, asking me, do you take this woman for your lawful wedded wife? And I trembling what to say, pie glue? I kissed the bride, all those corny men slapping me on the back. She's all yours, boy, ha ha ha. And in their eyes, you could just see some obscene honeymoon going on. Then all that absurd rice and clanky cans and shoes. Niagara Falls, hordes of us, husbands, wives, flowers, chocolate, all streaming into cozy hotels, all going to do the same thing tonight. The indifferent clerk, he knowing what's going to happen. The lobby zombies, they knowing what. The whistling elevator man, he knowing. Everybody knowing. I'd almost be inclined not to do anything. Stay up all night. Stare that hotel clerk in the eye, screaming, I deny honeymoon, I deny honeymoon, running rampant into those almost climatic suits, yelling, radio belly, cat shovel. Oh, I'd live in Niagara forever. In a dark cave beneath the falls, I'd sit there, the mad honeymooner, devising ways to break marriages, a scourge of bigamy, a saint of divorce. But I should get married. I should be good. How nice it'd be to come home to her and sit by the fireplace and she in the kitchen, aproned, young and lovely, wanting my baby. And so happy to see me, she burns the roast beef and comes crying to me, and I get up from my big papa chair saying, Christmas teeth, radiant brains, apple death. God, what a husband I'd make. Yes, I should get married. So much to do, like sneaking into Mr. Jones' house late at night and cover his golf clubs with 1912 Norwegian books, like hanging a picture of Rimbaud on the lawnmower, like pasting Tenu Tuva postage stamps all over the picket fence. Like when Miss Kindhead comes to collect for the community chest, grab her and tell her there are unfavorable omens in the sky. And when the mayor comes to get my vote, tell him, when are you going to stop people killing whales? And when the milkman comes, leave him a note in the bottle. Penguin dust, bring me penguin dust. I want penguin dust. Yes, sorry about that. Yes, if I should get married and it's Connecticut and snow and she gives birth to a child and I'm sleepless, worn, up for nights, head bowed against a quiet window, the past behind me, finding myself in the most common of situations, a trembling man. Knowledge with responsibility, not twig smeared, nor Roman coin soup. Oh, what that would be like. Surely I'd give it for a nipple, a rubber, Taxus for a rattle, a bag of broken Bach records. Tack Della Francisca all over its crib, sew the Greek alphabet on its bib, and build for its playpen a roofless Parthenon. No, I doubt I'd be that kind of father. Not rural, not snow, no quiet window, but hot, smelly, tight New York City. 7 flights up, roaches and rats on the walls, a fat Reichian wife screeching over potatoes, get a job, and 5 nose-running brats in love with Batman. The neighbors all toothless and dry-haired, like those hag masses of 18th century, all wanting to come in and watch TV. The landlord wants his rent, grocery store, Blue Cross gas, and electric Knights of Columbus. Impossible to lie back and dream, telephone snow, ghost parking. No, I should not get married. I should never get married. But imagine if I were married to a beautiful, sophisticated woman, tall and pale, wearing an elegant black dress and long black gloves, holding a cigarette holder in one hand and a highball in another. And we lived high up in a penthouse with a huge window from which we could see all of New York and even farther on clearer days. No, can't imagine myself married to that pleasant prison dream. Oh, but what about love? I forget love. Not that I'm incapable of love. It's just that I see love as odd as wearing shoes. I never wanted to marry a girl who was like my mother, and Ingrid Bergman was always impossible. And there's maybe a girl now, but she's already married, and I don't like men. But there's got to be somebody. Because what if I'm 60 years old and I'm not married? All alone in a furnished room with pea stains on my underwear and everybody else is married. All the universe is married but me. Yet well, I know that were a woman possible, as I am possible, then marriage would be possible. Like she and her lonely alien god, waiting her Egyptian lover, so I wait, bereft of 2,000 years and the bath of life. So that was Marriage by Gregory Corso. It's one of my favorite poems. I would love to hear if you have any thoughts about it. Also, if there's any poetry that you guys like, any certain poets, please let me know in the comments down below. If you have a channel and you love poetry and you plan to read some of your favorite, please let me know because I'd love to watch. Anyway, yeah, so I thought this would be fun. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great night. Bye.